So let f1 a comma b arrow function return a plus b console.log f1 of 5 comma 6. Same result you will get. This is arrow function. Here nothing will be there. So from this you copy and put closed bracket. After that, between the closed bracket and open flower brackets, you put arrow. That is enough. Okay. This expression. Hello.
What is the difference between these two?
Hello.
Hello. Ramesh sir. Find function as mod just కింద arrow function ఉపయోగించారు. ఏమైనా డిఫరెన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయా? అంటే వే ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ స్పీడ్ గా అలా
అట్లేం లేదు. What are some different syntaxes to achieve same functionality? That's it. This is the different ways to achieve the logic. Okay. Next one. Tuples. Tuples means it is a grouping of unnamed order values. Each value in a tuple does not need to be the same type. That means let a equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. So, and you can have also different types. This is first 4 is integers, next one is string. Okay, you can have, and I want to store the first element in one variable. So how can we store? Let a1 equal to a of 0, let a2 equal to a of 1, let a3 equal to a of 2, let a4 equal to a of 3, let a5 equal to a of 4, console.log a1. This. So this is the way to fetch the elements and store in different variables. Okay, and we can write same logic in different way. Okay, we can achieve this logic in different way. Let see, I will put all these in comment. A1 comma A2 comma A3 comma A4 comma A5 equal to A. See, here I am going to declare each and every variable and I am fetching one by one element from tuple. But here I am going to declare all variables in square brackets by using let and equal to tuple. Okay. So for example, if I give A6, but A6, for A6 there is no element in tuple, then what will happen? It will define undefined. Okay. So this is tuples. And next one is array methods. So tuples and array methods both are that means both are looking same, but small difference is arrays will accept only single type of elements, but tuples accepts more than single type of element. Okay, arrays accepts either numbers or strings only. Okay, let A equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, like that. So these are the array methods. We will look into one by one. Console.log a.push. Sorry, there is no need to require console. A.push. See here, new elements to add to the array. Okay, and appends new elements to the end of the array. So I'm going to push element 70 at the end of the array. So A 70 is added. Next, pop. Pop means it will remove the element. Okay. This. So end of the element will be removed. Here for pop operation, if you give a value in pop, or if you don't give the value in pop, it will not consider. Okay. Yes. Okay, you can give, you cannot give also, no problem. So it will not consider the value, whatever you are passing, it will not consider. Okay. So next one is shift. And definition is removes the first element from an array. Okay. The first element will be removed. Unshift. Unshift logic is, see, insert new elements at the start of the array. Okay. So 100, I'm going to give 100. Okay. Here there is a difference between push, pop, shift, unshift. Push means last insert. Pop means last delete. Shift means delete. Unshift means, what is unshift?
Add.
First insert. See this. You observe this quite often. Next one, delete. Delete. Suppose I want to delete it will not come. I want to delete element in a particular position. Then see this. So element 0, 1, 2, 30 will be deleted, and it leaves undefined holes in the array. Okay, so that's why we don't go for delete operation. Next, splice. It add or removes element to the or from the given array. So a dot splice of start number and delete count. Okay, so start number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 3. Delete count, I don't want to delete any elements, and I want to insert some elements like 61, 62, 63. Then see what will happen. See 0, 1, 2, 3. So this first parameter indicates starting position. Okay. Second parameter indicates how many elements you want to delete to insert these three values. Okay. For example, if I give 1, then see what will happen. What will happen? 61 will see from 61 to 63 will be inserted from after 30th. Why? Because 0, 1, 2, 3, third position. Here, this is the third position, 61, 62, 63. And here we have mentioned 1. 1 means one element. 40 will be deleted. And after that, 50, 60 will be displayed. Okay. We give 2. What will happen? See, 40 and 50 will be deleted. Okay, that is splice. Splice means here we can give the number of elements to be deleted. Okay, and we can give the starting position. Okay, 3, and we can give the list of elements to be inserted. Okay, it will perform 2 operations: delete and insert. If you give 0 means it will not delete anything. Did you understand? Next one, concat. Let concat means it returns new array object that contains 2 or more merged arrays. So 70, 80. If you want to concat 2 arrays, so in string functions also we have seen that concat function. So it will concatenate. That means it will append so new string to existing string. So like that, a dot concat of b is 70, 80 will be added at the end of the array of a. Okay, so this is concat. Next one, slice. Slice means a dot slice. So it returns a copy of a section of an array. Okay, so here I'm going to give 2, 5 and let b equal to, and I'm going to display b value. See this, what happened? So I'm giving two parameters to 5. That means 0, 1, 2. From 2, I mean 30 to 3, 4. Okay. So 2 to 5 means 2, 3, 4. It will not consider fifth position. So it will display 30, 40, and 50. Okay. So if I give 3, then what will be the result? I think no one is interested to give response. So 3, 4 only. It will not return fifth position value. Okay. Next. Reverse. Reverse. All of you know that. What will happen?
A dot. A dot.
Okay, it will reverse the existing elements in an array. Next one, copy within. Returns the object after copying a section of the array identified by start and end to the same array starting at position target. That means target number is target, start, and end. 0, 4, 7. See, here 4 to 7, what are the values? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, not 6 only is there, no? 5. So 4, 5, 4, 5. So 3, 4. What are the values of 3 and 4? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
40,
40, 50. So 40, 50, that will be placed at starting of the array. Okay, 40, 50. Okay, for 40, 50, how many elements will need to be removed means 2 elements, 10, 20. So 40, 50 will be placed in the place of 10 and 20, and remaining elements will be same. That is copy within. Okay. Next, every. So every means determines whether all the elements of an array are satisfying the provided function conditions. I mean, suppose I'm having one value 100. Okay, if all elements in an array are satisfied, all the elements in an array are less than 100 or not. Suppose if we want to check that condition, then what we'll do? So we will write one function f1 number less than 100. A dot every this determines whether all the members of an array satisfy the specified test. Okay. So here writing that function name 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, all these elements are less than 100. Suppose I am giving here 10, then see what will happen. False. Will return false. Okay. This is the purpose of every. It determines whether all the members of an array satisfy the specified test. Next, fill. Give me the definition. fill. So this output and tell me the terminal. So whenever we have given this value, okay, that will replace the existing elements value. Okay? 70. So if I write here 80, so then here it was 6 elements. So 6 elements are replaced by 70. And here 7 elements are replaced by 70. That is fill. And next one is index of. Index of this 30. What is the index value of 30? 0, 1, 2, 2. Suppose if another 30 is there, like index of function means in string functions also we have seen this function. Okay, index of. If another 30 is there, then what we will do? Here, comma, another 7. So what is the 30 index element of 30? Index position of 30 after 3. Okay, 0, 1. After 2, what is the index position of 30? That is index. So index of means will return the index position of a particular element. If you pass only single parameter, if you pass multiple parameters, that means 2 parameters, then first parameter indicates the searching element, second parameter indicates the position. So after from this position only need to start the searching. Please take last index of this 7. So if we give 6 means after 7, what will be the index number of 30? It will display that index number. Next. Includes 50. Includes means whether these elements exist in this particular array or not. So if it is exist, then it will display true. Otherwise, it will display false. Next one is so I'm going to join these elements with forward slash. You can do that. Okay. Next one is let's sort. Want to this is order. If you want to do this descending order, then you can do the reversing. Map. Map means it calls the specified function for every array element and returns the new array. That means I'm going to write one function F1 here map of F1. Here, this map function will take 10 and then it will pass the 10 to this function. So it will, I am doing this square. So a into a. So 10 into 10. And then it will pass 20. 20 into 20. 30 into 20. 30. Like that. So squaring. I am doing squaring. So that's why 10 becomes 100. Becomes 400. Okay. Map function calls the specified function for every array element and returns the new array. This is the new array. Filter means just the
But your voice is not clear.
Hello. Not clear.
It's breaking.
Hello.
Hello. Now it's clear.
Now it is clear.
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay. So filter means returns the elements of an array. That means the condition specified in the callback function. So here I am passing each and every element to this function. If this condition is satisfied, then only that element will be produced in and stored in another array. Okay. 50 and 80. So 10 is not greater than 50, so it will be removed. Okay. So it will be removed means it will not display in result. Okay. Next, reduce. Reduce means it executes a provided function for each value from the left to right and reduces the array into a single value. Okay. So here I have written the logic. I have written the logic to add all elements of an array. This 320 is the total sum of an array. So that is reduced. From left to right, it will take all elements and process that elements, whatever according to our logic, it will display the result. So that is reduced method. Okay. So next one is passing array to function. Passing array. Here I'm going to write f1 function and array. So so here I created one function f1 and parameter ARR calling that function, passing this array to that. That's why I have put a in this f1. Okay. So now I want to this elements in sequential order. Okay. So how to do for let for loop I am going to use I equal to I less ARR. Here ARR is array. Why? Because I am going to pass this one. Okay. ARR dot length. ARR of I 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 30. Okay. Here I am passing this array to that function. Next one is multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array. Let A equal to here another array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Hey.
Function A or here I am passing this multi-dimensional to this function f1 of A. So this is multi-dimensional. So this one is like external array. So in this is one element, that is also another array. This is another element. This is also another array. This one is another element. This one is also another array. Okay. So in this, I want to fetch all elements and display like this. Okay. So how to display? I am going to pass this multi-dimensional array to this function. See this. I'm going to use for loop let I equal to 0, I less than a r dot length I plus plus. So by using this, control goes to this one. I equal to 0 means control goes to first element in this array 10, 20, 30. Okay, this is another array, so that I am going to use another for loop let j equal to 0, j less than array of, so which element? 0th element. 0th element means array of I dot length. Time we will do this type of task more times. So console.log a or of I a of j. Okay. Now is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay. So this one is multi-dimensional array. So how to fetch the, now we have seen for how to fetch the elements from array by using calling the function and for loop. Okay. So how to fetch the array, multi-dimensional array elements by using function calling and for loop. Okay. Next one, passing array object methods. So object methods in JavaScript, everything is an object, but how to construct an object and how to fetch the key names from object, we will see. So first of all, our company name is first name equal to. So first we will see why it is required. Object is required. Object method is required. So first name set let middle name telematics let last name is get limited, let address is Hyderabad. Okay. So Asset Telematics Private Limited, Hyderabad. Okay. For storing this information, I am going to use 4 variables. Okay. So instead of using 4 variables, we can use object. Then we can store all this information in that object. Okay. Let object. So how to construct object? First name. And middle name. Telematics. Last name. Address. So this is why it is required, and ways to adding keys. Suppose I want to add pin code, then let obj dot pin code equal to, sorry, not let obj dot pin code 50081. Then observe this pin code is also stored. Okay, and this is one way, and you can also use another way. Object square brackets pin code 50081. See, this is another way to add another key. Okay. Next, deleting keys. Deleting keys. Delete. Sorry. Delete obj dot pin code. See, here pin code is not available, and I have deleted that pin code. Okay. And constructing all key values. So I want to have Asset Telematics Private Limited, Hyderabad. That's it. I don't want to use. I don't want to have key names. Okay, I want to display Asset Telematics Private Limited. So how to display? So by using this different variables approach, you can concatenate all the variables you can display. Okay. How many ways to display like this? Obj dot first name s space obj dot middle name s dot dot is Asset Telematics Private Limited, Hyderabad. So there is another way to display this type of information by using for loop. So how to write the for loop? Before going to write this, I want to declare one variable full name. which is empty quotations, and for red I in equal to okay. I'm going to add first element of this object. So I add that element. I want to give some space. That's why sending some space. Console.log information I can display by using for loop also. So I don't have to write this type of logic. Why? Because for each and suppose if you have multiple key names, suppose if you have 100 key names in an object, then how to concatenate 100 key names? You need to write object dot first name, object dot middle name, right like that. You need to write all the key names. But if you use this for loop, you don't need to write each and every name. It's simple. You can write like this also. But you want to display all key names values. And object of employee details. So to insert another object in this object. Okay. That is empty number 3 name. So I have inserted the employee details key name. In that key name, I have inserted one object. Okay. So how to retrieve this object? I want to display employee number and employee name. So how to display? Object dot. So you will have object key names. Okay. So object dot employee details, and again press dot. You will have what are the key names are available under this employee details. You will have so employee number and employee name. One, two, like that. Okay. This is object methods and JSON array. So if you understand this object concept.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I think all of you know about the JSON array, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Employee
Yes.
number 1, 2, 3. Employee number. Employee name 4, 5, 6. Name 4, 5, 6. Okay, so in this, how to retrieve this first object and second object? So JSON array of 0 See this, what will happen? You will get first object in JSON array. So this is the JSON object. Okay. So if you put 1 means another object, second object you will get. Okay, like that. So here I want to have employee number of second object. So employee number. Okay. So here in real time, what type of scenarios you will face means, suppose, so this is a JSON object. In API side, you will get the requirement like this: employee number, EMP name, employee number, EMP name. Okay. So you need to change the logic like this. Okay, this is the input and this one is output. How to change this input to output? How to write the logic? Anybody knows? So here for loop, we can use for loop or for each loop. Okay. So I am going to declare one variable which is used for result. Okay. So let I equal to 0, I less than JSON array dot length I plus plus. Now I'm going to consider one object. In this object, EMP number is an array of I dot employee number comma EMP name JSON array of I dot ename, and I'm going to push this object result dot push object, and this console dot log object, sorry, not object, result. See this employee number, EMP name. Okay, so this is one way, and here no need to declare object. Okay, you directly push this object in this. So no need to write. Okay. For your understanding purpose, I am writing here like this: let object. Okay. So you can achieve this logic by using for each also. So following this result, for each result, I am going to declare another array. So for each dot, enter. So here syntax will come like this. So here array dot means you give JSON in the place of array, and element means first element. Okay. So first element. So here same logic you can write. Result 1 and here remove this element and element. Same. This is for each. Okay. So for each and for loop difference is, in for each we can't use break statement, but if you want to write the lengthy code in loop, then it is better to go for loop. Don't go for each. If you want to write the lengthy code in for each, okay, it is better to choose for loop. For loop is faster compared to for each. Okay, so this is JSON array, how to retrieve the data from JSON array, and how to write for loop and for each for retrieving the data from JSON array. Okay, so in real time, this type of task you will get, like so this is the, assume like this is the JSON array which you will get from DB database. Okay, and Angular people will ask data like this, so they don't want to employ EMP number. They don't want, so they want EMP number. Okay, they don't want EMP NO. They want only EMP number. At that time, you have to write logic in this way. Okay. Next, exception handling. Let A equal to 10.123 console.log A dot to precision. This, so this is error. Okay, console.log. So here error will come at this position, so that it will not display this line number 4 result. Okay, so here this is the exception. So in real time, this type of errors you don't want to get. Okay, so how to handle these exceptions? So simply put try catch of E console.log e.message. So what type of message, what type of error you will get, it will display that message. And finally, see this. Now this error message will come, and then a value will be displayed. Okay, so this is the way to handle the exceptions. So that's the JavaScript. And TypeScript. So here this, I'm going to create one file, typescript.ts. So till now we have discussed JavaScript concepts. Now we will discuss TypeScript concepts. This
Sir, can we do tomorrow?
Why you are not to listen? Okay. Why? Because this is the only week we will have. Next week you are going to the APS. That's why. Okay. Have any doubts? You tell me. Type is of the concepts I discussed today.
Sir, you have to share the concepts you have mentioned here today.
I didn't get you. Hello.
సార్
Uh-huh.
నేను షేర్ చేస్తా, కాన్సెప్ట్ పేర్లు షేర్ చేస్తా అన్నారు సార్. షేర్
చేశాను కదా ఆల్రెడీ
చెప్తారా?
These are the list of concepts, and these are the concepts which I have discussed. So I these concepts what I have discussed on today. Okay, anything else? Okay, then. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.